Welcome to the show. I'm today's host, Andrew.
I'm Sophie, and due to the pandemic, we can't record the program in the studio, so we will share it online.
Today, we invited four guests to share their viewpoint on today's topic, the undercurrent of social media.
Let's welcome Christian and Peggy, professors of social psychology.
Hello, everyone.
Good day.
There's no denying that a modern-day teenager's life is built around the use of technology, and a lot of teenagers have taken social media as the main access to information and entertainment.
However, social media has become the breeding ground for malignant intentions, and the hidden danger of social media are often left unattended.
Indeed, the effect of social media on teenagers is worth discussing.
Okay, let's welcome another two guests to share their experience.
Thank you for inviting us today. This is Madi and
Marino. We are high school students in Japan and came here to tell some episodes about SNS in Japan. To start with, shall we talk about a story of a high school student?
Sure.
Thank you. A high school student in Kumamoto, Japan, was frequently bullied because her classmates were jealous of her large number of followers on Instagram. And at last, she committed suicide. It seems that cyberbullying is an invisible weapon which can take our lives away.
You're right, Marino. When it comes to the followers on social media, I've heard from a system where you can buy your followers and likes on SNS. The system is inhabited in social media, however, that system still exists. There are still some undetected cases.
Yeah, that's right. In fact, after Twitter deleted those spam accounts, many celebrities and companies lost their followers. It can be said that many celebrities and companies are likely to use the system to increase their count of followers.
This is only a tip of the iceberg. People around the world are all likely to face this problem. If it's our turn to deal with it, what can we do?
Let's ask Professor Chen to give us some suggestions.
Okay, teenagers nowadays face these kinds of problems every day when they use social media, and I would suggest that teenagers need to tell the teachers when they are suffering from cyberbullying, and about the system they can buy likes and followers. I suggest they can emphasize the content that they want to share, not the comments and likes. And last but not least, they can turn to a counseling office for help. It's definitely a good way to solve this problem.
Thank you. And now let's look at another example.
Fake news tends to be spread during the time of crisis. There are two reasons for this. First, people feel responsible for sharing useful tips out of their kindness. However, those tips from the internet may not be relevant. Also, when people are in panic, it's hard for most people to make an accurate judgment.
For example, people in Japan bought tissues crazily due to the COVID-19 pandemic. A fake rumor spread like this: all the toilet paper is made in China, so it'll be difficult to get it soon. Right after that, the rumor spread quickly all over the world through SNS. In the United States, toilet paper in nearly half of all the grocery stores was out of stock on April 19.
Similar to fake messages, phishing scams are one significant issue for everyone. there is a phishing email which claims the name of Amazon and email leads the readers to a fake website.
Yes, sometimes they even require us to call or text. Amazon reminds customers regularly, showing the differences between actual and fake website.
Wow, how terrible the scene was when the crowds were garbing the tissue paper.
Yeah, it's so messy. Peggy, do you have any solution to it?
Teenagers should acquire information from different websites, books, news story, and so on. Then they should analyze all the information. It's essential for them to fully comprehend the content of information and check out their sources. Last but not least, they need to enhance their critical thinking skills.
Great, but how can they improve their critical thinking skills?
When they get new information, they can analyze the whole story first and erase a stereotype. They can also discuss and share their opinions with others so that they can make objective judgments.
Oh, thank you, Professor Lau. At last, I would like to ask Maddie and Marino to share more with us.
Perhaps what matters isn't whether to use social media or not, but how we use it. Social media can be useful or harmful depending on how people use it. It is totally up to you. If you use social media wisely, then it can be a good tool to socialize and broaden your horizons.
But if you don't, you might struggle with such issues as we mentioned. Social media should be a useful tool that benefits our lives. However, if social media has brought negative impact to your life, maybe it's time for you to reevaluate social media's role in your life. So, please always keep our solutions in your mind. I hope our tips can help you in the future. Thank you for inviting us to the Scam Talk Show again, and see you later.
Maybe you can answer. Okay. Um, the first question I will thank you for your asking, and the first question I would like to answer is
It's from KGSHAs, and hi, and her question is: have any people around you faced cyberbullying before? So, how did they deal with it? I think yes. I have a friend just suffering from cyberbullying, and now she's in the counseling office. And I think we would like to offer some suggestion that just first of all, we need to keep him company, because if he or she just suffering from cyberbullying, he may under a lot of stress, and then a friend's company can keep him warm and concerned. So I think maybe if he has the courage to tell the teachers the situation, it's also a good way to solve this problem. And another question, and if the teachers can deal with the cyberbullying problem, maybe he can turn to a police station for help, because it's also commit a crime of the cyberbullying. Yeah.
And now we're going to answering another question. And thank you for your asking, Anonymous. And your question is that, what do you think of critical thinking skills? And here's our reply. Critical thinking is the ability to think clearly and rationally about what to do or what to believe. It includes ability to engage in reflective and independent thinking. It's a systematic approach to problem solving, including curiosity, impartiality, and confidence in reasoning. Critical thinking is a basis of human intelligence, and we need long-term knowledge to be able to think critically.
Okay, so next question. Thank you for your asking, KSVCS. And your question is, what kind of difficulties do you face during the project? I think because when we are going to upload the file, and we encounter the Google, just there's a lot of bugs on Google, and at that time, how is it? Just the storage problem about the Google system. So. Oh, okay. Okay.